Ah, Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. So, hello, everybody. When I took out these cards, they all did come out together. So far, the first two readings have been about my case with the US government and the UK government and the secret society and these fake family and friends and these people around my neighborhood that are all collaborating to work together to try and bring me down. Okay? My neighborhoods, everywhere that I've lived, that is. So what we're gonna do today is continue the reading. Hopefully I can get through the last three decks, but I guess this would be part three. Okay, I'll have to go back over them and relabel them. And here we go again with these cards being sticky again. So this is a sticky situation. Let's see the message. So this sticky situation is gonna be a gradual release because as I'm shuffling, I can feel the cards getting easier and easier to shuffle. So whatever this message is going to be about, it is a gradual happening. So we got a drugs card falling out. So this talks about intoxication, not seeing things clearly, uh, a ruse, mental manipulation. Could actually be talking about real like drugs when it comes to like poisons or like sleep drugs or somebody trying to knock you out so that you sleep, or somebody trying to knock me out so that I go to sleep, which has been happening a lot. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, every time I had the brown sugar, I went to sleep. I just threw it away today, so yeah, that's more money down the drain. But yeah, drugs. That's at the bottom of the deck. Returned to sender. Yeah, I just threw that shit in the bin today because like I don't want to live my life sleeping and sleeping and sleeping and sleeping as if I don't got better things to do. I need to be up exercising or cleaning up my house. I got shit to do. I don't have time to be sleeping, 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 sleeping. Fuck that. So, where we go from here? Okay, so this is about the quote unquote sleep aids and the dream potions that they be putting in my foods. Okay. The drugs that they be putting in my food to knock me out. And I know I've been drugged when I sleep and I wake up and my eyes still feel heavy. I don't feel like bright-eyed. You know what I'm saying? You've been drugged when you sleep. It's like a hangover, so to speak. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Feels like a hangover. So although you're awake, it's like there's a heaviness in the eyes still. So I know I've been drugged. So when I feel that feeling, it's just for me to identify, was it the milk? Was it the sugar? Was it the coffee? What was it? Was it in the tobacco? I just identify it and I eliminate accordingly. Okay, so the underlying issue, we got return to sender. Okay, this love spell. There's a spell. I only have a love spell card in here, but it could be. Let's read on. Let's see, because it may not be a love spell. I don't think it's because they love me while they're doing it, but it's a spell. It's like a sleep spell, like a lazy spell, I guess. Anybody that's tapped into me telepathically watching me, they're supposed to see me just sleeping all day and not doing my work and say, ooh, what a lazy bitch. Not knowing that I had help, you know, unsolicited help, make me look like I'm a lazy bitch. Competition, yeah, make me look like competition and like well-known celebrity energy. Yeah, let's see, shopping. What are they shopping for? Patient, slowness, trying to slow me down. So when I'm feeling all drowsy and shit and I'm sleeping, then I won't be up doing these readings. I won't be up cleaning my house. So they're trying to basically slow down my progress overall. That's a stupid way of doing it. Don't you think I'll see myself sleeping? I have to actually want to be sleeping to not have a problem with sleeping during the day. I sleep at night. Okay? If I'm sleeping during the day, I know something's not right. I don't usually sleep during the day. The daytime is for me doing things. Okay? Whether it's being creative or as a roommate or as a oracle reader. Okay? It's for doing things with my time. As a housekeeper, whatever it is. Shit. So they're shopping for me to be patient. And now it's been repaid. So those of you who are tapped into me telepathically, minding my business and seeing me falling asleep over the last 2 days, that's the reason why I've been falling asleep. I've been drugged. Okay? I've been drugged. I do not spend my day sleeping because I could take you around my house right now and let you see the state of my home. The house doesn't clean itself. Okay? If I'm a lazy ass, I'd have dust everywhere. I'd have like mildew growing everywhere. My house would be stinky when I open my door. If the Amazon driver come to my door and I open my door, it's gonna be smelling stink. Shit, I would smell my house smelling stink if I didn't do any work. You understand what I'm saying? I clean my backyard. There's a part of the backyard that I'm not cleaning though, because I don't know if that's magic, because the way how that settee fell over, it's like it's been there for a year and it has never ever fallen over. And all of a sudden it fall over. Then when the wind blows, it blows this way. It doesn't blow this way. Okay. And then there's a green cloth that I hung up on the line that I used to clean the bins outside. My actual bins that the garbage collectors come. I clean my bins. Yeah. Because it's more pleasant. How many of you clean your bins? Thinking about the garbage collectors. Anyway, the cloth was to clean my bins. However, the cloth is somehow blown over to the other side. And I'm thinking, that's strange too. Like, what's up with the wind going in that direction? What's up with everything going in that direction? So I'm just not fucking with up there. I'll fuck with out there on that side when I feel like. Okay? Because I don't know if that's some kind of yard spell or I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I'm not about to find out. Okay? So yeah. There's that going on. But yeah, I don't spend my day sleeping. I spend my time If I'm not online doing these readings, hopefully for the public or dealing with my personal case, I'm in my house being creative, whether it's sewing or jewelry making or exercising or listening to music or vocal exercising or washing the clothes, washing the dishes, cooking food, cleaning the bathroom, washing my hair. That's how I live my life. Okay? Right. So what you saw over the last 2 days, that's what they wanted you to see. That's why they drugged me. Okay? It was in the brown sugar. So I'm not eat. I'll ask Malika to put that in the bin today. So anyway, so they've been repaid. They've been shopping to slow me down. They want people to believe that I'm a lazy bitch. Okay, and that's over now. That's done with. So now you understand what's happening, right? Right. Let's read on. We got contract, reputation. You see, they have a contract to work on my reputation, how I'm seen in the sight of the public. Okay, okay. We got rage. Because I'm beautiful. They're enraged because my life is beautiful. I make a great housekeeper. I'm just a great human being. I'm a responsible human being, and they don't want me to be seen as such. So they thought it would be a great idea if they drugged me and just let me sleep. So when people minding my business, who I didn't invite into my mind anyway to mind my business, sleeping, beauty. Yeah. So they're angry about the beauty of my parenting. Yeah, I'm responsible. They're angry about the beauty of my parenting. So we got money, soul contract, incarnation. What are they trying to incarnate? Bad habits. Yeah. So they got money and they were contracted to manifest bad habits concerning me because they are enraged about the beauty of my parenting, my take charge attitude. I actually am responsible for whatever I'm responsible for and whoever I'm responsible for, and I actually do my duties and I do them well. So they had to sabotage me to make me look like I'm a time waster. Okay. So yeah, they were recruited. They were hired. Okay. They were hired. Intimidation. And they're cooking. What are they cooking? The past. To X me out. They want to count me out. We got double agent. Let it go. Double agent is coming through to me. Yeah, let it go. The telepathic communication. You see that? So the double agent energy is coming through to me as somebody who was once on the side of the people who were fighting against me, but they're having second thoughts about being on that negative side and thinking and seeing that Chanel is not really the horrible person that they've been saying. So they had to, I guess, get this person connected to me telepathically whilst knocking me out with the drugs that they put in the sugar, so that all the person saw was me sleeping. And yeah, call me a lazy, no good bitch. Yeah. So the double agent. So double agent is someone who was once on their side and they're thinking of disconnecting from these horrible people. Okay. Yeah. They want them to let go of the telepathic communication. So I don't know what they're going to do to get them to let go, because they attack me telepathically so they can see who I am in my natural state. It's like, this is who I am on video, but they want to know who am I really? Who am I when nobody is looking? That's what people are looking into now. They want to know, who is Chanel Green when nobody's looking? Okay. That is the question. So people are thinking of switching sides, but they want them to let go of the telepathic communication so they don't get to investigate who I am when nobody is looking. So I don't know how they're going to encourage these people to let go of their telepathic communication with me. It's like, there's nothing to see over there. There's nothing to look at. No, you don't want to watch. I don't know how they're going to get people to disconnect from me so that they can't do their own investigation. They seem kind of dumb, but these criminals are quite dumb. So I'm not surprised. It's like, how are you gonna get people to disconnect from me if they want to know who I truly am when nobody is watching? How you intend to do that? But anyway, yeah, they want them to let go of the telepathic communication. Let's see, we got child or children. So this is a new sentence. They're stalking. You see, there are people stalking me. And that's why they are manipulating the truth. So like I said, there are people who used to be with these secret societies and these governments and all these. They were once fully on board, and now they're having second thoughts about my guilt. Okay, it's like, this girl don't look like she is who you all have been telling me she is. And in order to make themselves look like they're telling the truth, they are willing to manipulate the truth by drugging me to make me sleep. Okay, make me look like all I do every day, all day, is just be lazy. So yeah, so there are people stalking me, and then the other ones are manipulating the truth in order to misguide those who are investigating me, to really determine, am I on your side or should I be on Chanel's side? Who's telling the truth here? That's what's happening. Yeah, see, snooping. Misguided when they're snooping. They manipulate the truth so that they can misguide these people when they're snooping. Sexually transmitted dis-ease. So the way that they're interacting is to bring dis-ease, discontentment. My physical health. That's why they're working on my physical health. But we got a time limit. The magic backfired. So shortly, this magic that they're trying to do is going to backfire. Okay? All this interference, okay, that they've been, is going to come to an end. Stupid criminals! Y'all are the dumbest. Okay, so let's see what's coming next. So we got sexting, arrogant. So somebody's gonna be starting to talk nice to somebody because of their arrogance regarding the agreement that they made to ruin my reputation, right? Because they don't want to break up. They don't want these people to leave from being bullies towards me. They don't want these people to stop seeing me in the negative light that these people have painted of me. So they're going to be talking nice to them. That's the sexting card. Probably offer them bigger raises, you know, something to pull the wool over their eyes. But they're just being arrogant about their contract. It's like, I know I can keep you away from her. I know I can keep these people convinced. They'd probably be making up AI videos of me, anything to ruin my reputation, basically. You can expect that to come as your next bit of communication from these people who are trying to convince you that I am an evil, no good, lazy whore, or whatever else they've been calling me. The whore who was celibate since 2011. 15 years celibacy as a pretty, sexy young woman. And if I don't want a man to enter me, I could have bought a dildo and pushed it inside of me. Not even that she has done, but she's a whore. Right. Okay. Make it make sense. Oh, she's a whore and she has an STD. Yeah. 15 years celibacy, but she's a whore and she has an STD. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm a whore. You need to tell them to show you my clients. Show you where I've been working. Show you my clients. The last time that they sabotaged my washing machine, we found out through the reading that the reason why, because me and Malika, we went out the day before. So the house was completely empty. So now the next day I'm washing, and all of a sudden the washing machine, two of the thingies inside the washing machine break off. So now Malika called management to report it. So in between there, I got slipped in a reading. I didn't intend to do a reading on it. I don't remember. But anyway, we found out that the reason why they did that is so that they can send this man to the house, and he was supposed to be in here for a long time, and I guess he was supposed to be my customer. So he was supposed to be coming under the pretense of fixing the washing machine, but really truly it was to solidify the claim that I am a whore. So they would have probably took some sent videos or something of me, and then of him and the house, and make it look like we were in here fucking or whatever. And we found out before it actually happened. It came out in the reading, and it's like, nah. So that day, here's what happened now. That day, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go outside, because they said between, I think he was supposed to come between 12 and time in the evening. I don't remember if it's like 12 and 6 or 12 and 7 or 12 and some kind of ridiculous number. So I'm like, I'm not gonna sit around and wait for this dude to come. So I went inside of my backyard, cleaning up the backyard, and then I was finished and I came inside. And when I came in, oh, while I was outside, I was hearing talking upstairs, a man's voice, and I swear it's the same man. So he came in the building, and it's like he was upstairs talking with my girl upstairs, so that it looked like he was down here with me for as long as he was, because I was in here I was outside doing the yard for a while, probably like a good half an hour to 45 minutes. And I was hearing this person talking. And at the time when I came back inside, he didn't even knock on the door. I just heard the talking outside my door when I decided I was finished, right? And then I opened the door, and dude was standing at the door with his tools talking about he was about to go. I didn't even hear any knocking. I didn't even have my phone with me. Okay? But he was inside the building for a very long time, but he wasn't anywhere near me. He was upstairs. But once you come inside the building, nobody know where you went to when you come inside the building. There are two apartments in here. So it's meant to look like he came here, and it's like, oh, you just came to fix the washing machine, but you were here for like a whole hour. Nah, what he did when he came in, it only took him about 5-7 minutes. And then look at what he did now. He had two of them to replace, right? And it was giving him problem at first, probably for like 2 minutes or something. And then he took a screwdriver and he lifted things so that it could clip in, right? And the first one he did with seconds. Tell me why this man was fiddling to try and see how long he could fucking spend inside this apartment to fix the second one. Don't they know that we already found out what the fuck he was really sent here to do? So I guess that he was supposed to be one of my customers. But I don't know. He was here in the apartment actually for about 7 minutes. He couldn't spend much more than that, because I already saw him clip the first one in, and I even asked him as well, how come this one went in so easy and now there's so much problem with the other one? And I just shut up after that. I didn't say anything else. So let him and his own reasoning and his own conscience deal with the matter. So what? We made a 7-minute sex video. If they did make this AI video to make it look like anyway, yeah, so they're gonna try to convince you people to to not break up with the group, They're gonna try convince all of y'all who are starting to see me more clearly, or who are at least taking a proper look, trying to see who I am more clearly yourself. They're gonna try to convince you not to, or they're gonna try to create more illusions to make me look like what they have been telling you I am for years. Okay, just expect that. So anyway, we got breakup, low self-esteem, about the studio. Studio is a place that you create. So you breaking up with them, talking to those of you who are thinking of switching sides or not believing the bullshit that they've been telling you, it gives them a low self-esteem about what they've been trying to create, which is gossip. What's gossip? It's false information. Now, gossip is, no, that's rumors. Rumors is false information. Gossip is like juicy bits of information. It's kind of something that is, it has a kind of negative bearing on one's reputation. Yeah. So they're going to feel bad about what they're creating, which is gossip. They want you to believe the bullshit, and they want you to spread some more lies and tell everybody else. And then that those people that you tell supposed to tell other people, and everybody's supposed to see me in the way that they created for you to see me. Okay, not see me for who I am. So right now, they are desperate for you not to take a close look at me by doing independent research on me. Okay, so if you find something going wonky with your psychic abilities or anything like that, that is your clique trying to keep you trapped in the lies and the illusions that they have told you about me. Yeah, they're that desperate. They'd be willing to do spells on you too to keep you confused about me because they don't give a fuck about you. Okay. Yeah. So God is like, that's immature. It's immature. Immature sabotage. So yeah, that's like dumb criminal. It's immature sabotage. Whatever they're about to do is just immature. You know? And we got taxing and religious. So what's happening is actually those of you who have a conscience and don't like to bully people, you're finding it very hard. You're finding this situation with me and the people who are trying to convince you that I'm a bitch and I'm a whore and I'm evil and I'm a secret spy and I'm a what else they've been telling you. It's actually heavy on you because it's like, who the hell do I believe? What is the truth here? Okay, so let's see. So it's taxing on you this miscarriage. Yeah, this miscarriage of me, basically. Okay, any supporting information is false, and they're enjoying it. Good times. They're having good times doctoring the situation. To doctor a situation is to basically manipulate a situation. They're having a good time doctoring the comfort with their PSYOPS. Yeah, but the magic will backfire. So they're having a good time fooling you. They're having a good time discrediting me. They're just having a good old time. Okay? The magic will backfire. Let's see. The underdog. Copycat. So that's like a duplicate. Okay? What you're looking at is not what you're seeing. So I'm guessing I'm the underdog. And they're trying to make a copycat of me. Interesting. Let's see. Let's read on. The matter of fact, let me clear all these cards because it look like the story gets sweet. So, making a copycat of me, is that spiritually or what? Let's talk about that for a moment before we continue. So, making a copycat of me. Now, what I've learned about that energy learned about energy from a magical perspective, what I find them doing is, I don't know how they do it, but it's like they use blood, right? So let's say they're invading your dreams, okay? They use the blood, so they would use my blood. And I got sick in, I think, they made me sick, not I got sick. They made me sick. I was losing a lot of blood in around 2000. I could never remember what year it was, but it was just before COVID, I think. So it could have been about two. Malika, do you remember what year it was? About 2019 or so, 28. Yeah, because in about 2018, it's probably 2019, because I think when we went to go do some kind of other test after that, after I was released, I think it was COVID time. I'm not sure. But I was admitted to Hillingdon Hospital in Uxbridge, England. I was there for about 4 days. I had to get blood transfusion, so I was losing a lot of blood. And when they, after, I was sick for about a month, losing blood, right? And I thought it would go away, because it's like I usually get sick, so I don't know what the hell this is. So I to deal with whatever it was that I was experiencing my own way, right? But there came a point where I had lost so much blood that my vision was doing this. And I thought to myself, that can't be a good sign. So I called the ambulance at that point, okay? And they took me to the hospital. Knowing that I've lost so much blood, tell me why they still sucked at about, if I'm to estimate in ounces, like a baby bottle ounces, they probably took like roughly 6 ounces of blood, anywhere between 5 and 6 ounces of blood in like 6 different vials. Okay, 6 different vials they took of my blood, at least 6 ounces thereabouts, 5 to 6 ounces in quantity of my blood. Okay, so what I've noticed them doing with dreams is they would come into my dream in someone else's persona. So what I'm looking at is like, you'd be looking at me. So let's say they wanted to do this copycat thing with my energy, right? They have access to my blood. They have access to my DNA before the blood transfusion, right? Because I don't know whose blood they mixed up with my blood when they were giving me the blood. But anyway, so that's purely my blood that they'd be using. What they would do, what I've seen in my dream, what I think they would do with you, is they would use my blood and enter your dream, right? But if you are a perceptive spiritual person, you will know it's not me. How do you know it's not me? This is how I know when they put somebody in my dream who is not the person I'm looking at. Here's how I know. There's the essence. So there's the physical representation of the person, but it's like a piece of your mind is seeing someone else and perceiving a different energy. That is the reality. So when you're having a dream, do not take everything you see at face value. They can fool you with the face value. What you need to do is pay attention to the essence of the person that you're looking at. And also, you know, when you wake up and it's like, okay, let's say it like this. So let's say you have a dream of you being in a certain location, right? But whilst you're looking at this location for what it is, you can feel a familiarity of a other place, but you're not seeing that place, but you're perceiving that familiarity. That perception, that is the reality. Okay? Not what they're showing you with your eyes. It's that other part of you that perceive, your intuition, or I don't know what the hell it is, but it's that other part of you that perceive. the essence of someone, that is what you should cling to. That is the truth of what was happening in the dream. Okay? So if you have a dream and it's like you see one person's face, but for some reason this other person keep coming to your mind or to your consciousness, it's that other person that was in the dream pretending to be whoever you're seeing in the dream. So what they're about to do is probably use my blood to enter your dream state, or maybe the dream state of someone close to you or whatever, however they choose to do it. Do something to help solidify the lies that they've been telling you about me. Okay? So you're going to see me because they got my DNA. But pay attention to the energy and the essence that you're perceiving behind the scenes, that which you're not seeing with your eyes. Because in the dream state, it's like we still see through these eyes, but you need to use this eye. And you'll be able to see through the scam. Because they've used that trick on me so many times. Okay? So let's see what's the gossip here. So we got the underdog, copycat. So they're going to get somebody to represent me in a dream, but it's not me. So if you have any dreams about me and I'm doing any crazy shit in there, it's not me. Okay? They got my blood and they're going to use my blood to fool who they need to fool. Right. So we got shopkeeper. Shopkeeper. So a shopkeeper is someone, let's see, we got shopkeeper in here, we got salesperson. So the shopkeeper is basically someone who is like an overseer of the business. Because remember, they were doing all for money and for power and shit like that, okay? It's important that they ruin my reputation in the eyes of people who matter so that it keeps me where I'm not supposed to be. Okay? So, okay, so the shopkeeper and we got cult. What's a hang on? A cult is like a secret organization, but let's see the definition. You know what? Let me use my dictionary. Let's take it old school because they like to lie to us on Google sometimes. Cult. C-U-L. P-Q-R. Okay, cult. A specific system of worship, devotion to a person, idea, or activity. Okay, so in this case, it's an activity, right? Right. So the shopkeeper's dedication to this activity. What activity? Blinding the public to who I truly am. Ruining my reputation. That is the activity. So the shopkeeper is in a cult like, so that's like an addiction type energy to this chemical warfare. Okay? Chemical warfare. By any means. Let's see. And biological warfare. Okay? Like I said, they're gonna use my blood with malicious intention. We got understanding, depression. You're supposed to be depressed about whatever information they reveal to you in this next psychological operation that they're going to do to you in an effort to keep you hating me. Yeah. They're fake friends. Okay, they're not your friends, they are your enemies. That's why they're gonna work on you to try and turn you against me some more. Okay? So we got marriage. All right. So that's a coming together. It may be like marriage, but it's some kind of working together. Okay. Inheritance. quit. What's that saying? So whatever they hope to get you to understand through this next mental manipulation where they use a copycat, somebody who looked like me but is not me, they're gonna use chemical warfare and biological warfare. So they may use drugs to make you go to sleep so that they can implant these thoughts and these images in your mind of who is supposed to be me, but it's not me. If you pay attention what you perceive, you will know it's not me. Okay, she gonna look like me, but it's not me, right? So they're doing it with malicious intention. We got understanding is supposed to bring you depression because they're your fake friends. We got enemy, marriage. They're working together because they're trying to inherit you quitting. They don't want you to stay on the path that you're on, which is to independently investigate who I truly am. Right? We got promiscuity, so that usually comes through as like plenty of something. Promiscuity, studying. Yeah. See, they don't want you to investigate me. We got I was hired to go in the wrong direction. You're seeing that. That's so as you study me more and more independently, that's what you're seeing. We got office, babysitter. So office is my position card in this deck. So your position is to be a babysitter. What does a babysitter do? They watch the children. I'm the child. You were put to watch. But they don't want you to see the real me like you have been getting glimpses of. That's why you're conflicted now about, am I really the bad guy here? Or have they been lying about me? That's what you're asking yourself now. Is Chanel really the bad guy in this situation, or have they been lying about Chanel? What you need to understand is the lengths that they would go to keep you confused about who I am. They don't want you to know that I'm a good person. They don't want you to know I'm an honest person. They don't want you to know that I'm not fucking afraid of any of them or all of them together. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that I'm a woman of virtue. They don't want you to know that I respect myself and I respect other people. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that I mind my own motherfucking business and I love to mind my own business. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that I'm one of the kindest people that you'll ever meet in your entire life. But don't fuck with me. They don't want you to know that. So anyway, so you've been doing a lot of studying. And you're realizing that you being hired to hate me is the wrong direction. And they're trying to stop you from seeing that clearer. Okay? So be aware of the psychological operations that's about to come at you. So let's see, you got positive karma. Yeah. You realizing that you're going in the wrong direction, that's positive karma for you. Because of this psychic warfare. They're in a war for your mind right now. It's a setup. They're setting you up to go against me or to keep going against me. Look at this. Spreading rumors. It's a setup. It's all lies. It's fake news. Look, my healing is hacked. By you continuing to hate me and fight against me, my healing will continue to be hacked. They will continue to affect my healing process because not only are they fighting against me, they got a whole bunch of people who believe lies about me who are willing to fight against me too. So it's like they don't want me to ever get a break. You know? So it's in their best interest to keep you ill-informed or misinformed and disinformed about who I truly am. So they could keep you hating me. So yeah, that will hack my healing. It will hack my progress. It will hack my movement forward. You know, just like they get the dentist to not give me proper service. That's what they did. It's what they always do. If I go right now, apply to a hairdresser to work from their shop, they'll find some excuse to tell me no because they've already gone before me. These people who hate me, they already gone before me and spread all kind of lies to these people, and that's why these people choose to refuse me uh good business. They treat me like I'm something negative. I don't know what the hell they be thinking, but they be treating me like I'm a problem. You know, when the truth of the matter is, I pay my bills on time. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I go over and beyond my duty. That's why when I was working at them barber shops, I played the role of cleaner. I basically took on kind of a managerial role. Only thing I don't like to ramp with people money. So when it comes to the money, I don't get involved in that. But when it comes to order in the salon and shit like that, even though I'm there renting a chair, it comes in so natural to me to keep the order in the salon. So if the music is wrong, we got children around, we can't be playing any like fuck you, suck music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna discourage parents from bringing their child there. These are paying customers. If the bathroom is dirty, I'll go and clean it. If the floor needs sweeping, I'll clean up the floor around the barbers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nicer for people to come into a clean environment. That's what they're actually turning away. But because of whatever they went and told these people about me, they will find any excuse to say no, sorry. Or they'll tell me yes and then don't answer their phone again. Yeah, I've experienced these things. But they don't know what they're turning away. I'm one of the best tenants that anybody could ever have. I'm going to take care of your property. I will be a nuisance to anybody. Okay? When I leave, your property will be upgraded rather than downgraded. This is what they don't want people to know about me. They don't want people to see me for the reality that is me. So they'll go so far as to create psychological operations where they're defaming me. It's all about fucking up my reputation in the eyes of everybody. That's why I guess the reading yesterday was, Dear everybody, how does or has Chanel and Malika treated you? Like your personal interaction with me in real life. What was that like? Have I ever disrespected you? Have I ever presented myself to you like I'm some kind of a whore, like I'm selling pussy? No matter how handsome you are. The forest I was probably tell you you're handsome. I think I've complimented one or two bottoms because I have a thing for footballers' butts. Okay, if you got a sexy ass and I feel like telling you, I'm gonna tell you your ass is sexy. It's nice to look at. I have. She let a man know. If nobody ever told you got a sexy bottom, you have a sexy bottom, sir. Smack that shit. But yeah, this is what we got going on right now. So God wants us to know about that. Let's read on. So we got ancestors are arguing. Yeah. We got texting and fired. The dreams. Messages from the divine head creator. I guess this would be the messages from the head creator about the salesperson, those who want to sell you a picture of who I am not, hoping that you believe that I am. So let's see what that's saying. So we got ancestors. So ancestors are arguing and sending messages. And then we got fired. And we got dream messages from the divine. Okay, so these would be your people. So your people are going to be sending you messages telling you to ignore this message. Fire the dreams from the messages from the divine head creator. So they're gonna come in real hard with you. It says arguing. So this ancestors is not really your family or anything like that, but because I don't really have a card exactly representing that, it's like your work colleagues and things like that. That's who it's your clique, basically. The ancestors is your clique. So those who hope to keep you misinformed about who I truly am, they're going to come in hot. They're gonna come in quite forceful. The other card was saying arrogant. Okay, with their texts and whatever other forms of messaging that they're gonna send to you, telling you to ignore what I'm saying. Ignore these messages from the divine. Ignore this reading. Okay, let's see. So we got salesperson, celibacy, false twin flame. So they're calling me a fake. So this is me. They're to tell you that I'm a fake salesperson, because right now I'm delivering what message God told me to deliver to you. Okay. And they're saying like stay away, celibacy from the salesperson because I'm false. So they're gonna tell you I'm a fake. And we got some frustration, interaction, frustration, because this is not a sex reading. So this interaction between us is causing some causing frustration in the mix. So yeah, we got return to sender. Your associate paid with the food, like information. So that's so your associate is gonna tell you that I'm just trying to create frustration among you. Okay, that's what they're gonna tell you. Okay, that's reverse psychology or something like that. That's some kind of psychological manipulation right there in itself. So yes, they're gonna try to convince you that I'm the liar, and the messages that came out so perfectly with these cards. After I said my prayer, asking God to block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and step in and deliver his messages to we our children. After I cleared the airways with that type of prayer, they're still gonna come and try to convince you that I am the liar. And all these cards coming out so perfectly to say the story as it is fake. It's a magic trick. I'm a great magician, apparently. Okay. I know I have the skills to arrange all these cards. How many cards are there in this deck? We're gonna count them. And I had the skills to arrange all these cards this perfectly to tell this story this accurately. Chanel did that. Yeah? Yeah. It's me who did that. Right. Me who sometimes can't even bumble clock remember what I did this morning. I did that. I didn't open up myself and give God the ability to come into me and let me channel what God have to say. No, that's not what I did. It's me. I after you see me shuffle it for a good 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, I was arranging these cards in this perfect order to tell the story this perfectly. That's all my power. That's what they're gonna try and convince you. But let's see, we got God is pregnant. So pregnant mean God is carrying something for delivery. Okay, that's what the pregnant card is about. You're full of something for delivery. Okay, let's see what's being delivered. A reincarnation. Ooh, of what? It's old. Okay, so our reincarnation is old. So God, whoo, oh my goodness. So God is due to show up again. God is saying that's old because of the gang stalking. Oh, so God already showed up. I'm sure y'all missed it. But God is saying, you know what? I'm gonna show up again because I owe y'all that much for this gang stalking that you've been doing. We got gift of emotional agitation. God said, I'm gonna show up again and I'm gonna fuck y'all up for fucking with Chanel, okay? All those who curse Chanel unjustly, you will be cursed with some emotional agitation. So run up and get done the fuck up. Let's see. Yeah, you handlers and controllers, all of you who feel like you could come in my world and control my destiny. God said, I owe y'all another visit. So that means God already visited y'all and fucked some shit up. And I bet you never associated it with the fuckery that y'all are doing to me. I'm talking to all of y'all now. Those of you who are still deep in the mission to destroy me, and those of you who are on the fence. I'm talking to all y'all. Fuck around and find out. Okay, so God said, yeah, that's a gift. Where the cards go? Emotional handler or controller. Yeah, so a gift of emotional agitation to the handlers or controllers, those who are at the top of this food chain, those who are running shit, all y'all who feel like it's okay to fuck with me. Yeah, we got abortion and fake friends. So God is saying y'all need to leave these people alone. Stop trying to want to fit in. Because you roll with them, you're going to go down with them too. Right. Wanting to fit in. We got fighting, the banker, and work. Negative karma. Oh, there's more. Negative karma and physical harm. Y'all gonna get fucked up. So in this case, I am the banker. I am the golden goose. So God said, fighting the banker's work is going to bring you negative karma, which is physical harm. So you have emotional agitation and physical harm. God said, y'all going to get fucked up. So the next time that you see yourselves going through some real fucked up shit, know that it's because you've been fucking with Chanel Green. So y'all need to do your research and make sure you do it well. And you need to be aware of when these people are trying to cloud your vision with your dreams or with some other means, however the hell they do what they do. I don't know. AI videos, text messages, fake social media accounts with my picture on there claiming that it's me. I don't have a OnlyFans. I tried to get one, but to do my tarot, I wanted to go over there. I was trying to find ways and means of me making money, but I couldn't even get on the website. Okay, so if you see me on OnlyFans, fake. I'm only on Facebook. I have one active Facebook site or platform. Okay, I have a hairdressing one that's connected to my main Facebook thingy. I have a clothing one that's connected to my main Facebook page as well, Emerald Fashion, and I think I call the hair one Nubian Hair Designs, like the name of my business. I have website or this YouTube channel. I have the Let It All Work Out YouTube channel. I have a hair YouTube channel on here. It's called Nubian Hair Designs, the Dreadlock Clinic as well. I have an Instagram, but I haven't been on Instagram for a long time because since they started messing with my phone and I had to change it, my Instagram is hooked up on that other one and I don't know my password. So if I ever log out, I don't know how to log in on this one. I'd have to create a whole new Instagram, but I have a here Instagram as well that I haven't been on for a long time. So the only platforms right now that are active for me, I think I created a TikTok long time ago as well, but I stopped using TikTok. I never liked it. That was years ago. Okay, since I was probably living in Oxbridge. Um, so if you see me anywhere else outside of those platforms, it's not me. Okay, right. And those of you, I suggest that I put the name of my channels in some past posts, okay, to show you the direct. But then these are computer hackers that I'm dealing with, so they might even redirect you to the fake account that they created in my image to try and convince the public of who I am not. I can't keep up with these people. That's their realm. They're pro they're professionals in that realm. I was wondering if they deserve the title of professional. I'm gonna give them that because usually they're some stupid fucking criminals. But yeah, they're professionals in that realm when it comes to this computer hacking and whatnot. That's their thing, right? But we're gonna end this one here today because yeah, we got two more decks to get these messages from regarding my case with these people. Let's see what God wanna reveal to us. And then we got the alphabet deck cracking up when God be revealing like whole messages, just the alphabet. But that's how you know I'm getting downloads. I couldn't decide or say because if I pull the G, do you know how many G words there are? Eh? To tell a whole story. The dictionary alone should be able to tell us how many G words there are. And there are more G words being made. And plus, God speak to me not only in English, but God be speaking to me in my mother tongue, which is dialect as well. So it's like, how the hell I don't know what the fuck is going on. I have to wait for God to tell me. Okay? Then I can tell you. That's what's called being a channel. The messages come through me from on high or from the heavens, from the most high, come through me to the earth, to you all. You understand? I am special like that, bumbleclot, whether you like it or not. I am blessed. I am a chosen one. God talk to me. I know the divine personally. Okay? I know people in real high places, not these fake high places that y'all have established on the earthly plane. I know people in a real high places, high in every sense of the word. Okay, I am that girl. I am one of them. You could be too if you choose to listen when God is talking to you. It's that simple. I choose to listen. That's the difference between us. God be talking to all of us. Y'all don't be listening though. You prefer listening to the people around you who know most likely less than you do. They have a more obscure vision than you do. Some of y'all are more highly intellectual, spiritually than the people around you, but you allow them because they got more money and because they know people in high places on this realm and because maybe you're scared of them, you have to beat you up or shut down your bank account or take away your passport like they did to me and all these things. Forget y'all. I'm gonna be fine with or without you people. Bye.